So, real quick spiel. This is the Runelords board game. It's based on a book series by David Farland. 8 books in the series, 9th one coming out soon. What you're looking at here is one half of a larger gaming experience. This is the skirmish. Every Runelord, there are 4 in the base set. This happens to be this Runelord here, and this over here happens to be that maniac. So, they have their own core armies that are built up of support cards, which are cards that are played from your hand, that support reinforcement cards that have a physical presence on the battlefield, as you can see. So you play these cards from your hand to support these cards. These are pre-generated, like I mentioned, but what makes this game super unique is if you want to have a new gaming experience every time, you will take whatever Runelords are being played, up to 4 players, it's a 1 to 4 player game, and you will mix those cards together into a deck building engine that looks like that. And that deck builder over there has all of the cards from all of the Runelords that are building. Then at the end of that 12 rounds, you're doing resource management, worker placement, you're doing deck building, and when you're done, you're going to take the army that you built and you're going to fight with it on the battlefield here. So it gives that extra level of strategy if you wanted to, but it is not a mandatory stage, but we do recommend it. And then what you see over there is, this is the solo and co-op mode, and deployment, as you can see, works the same as it does over there. All the components look the same. The only thing different is this AI board here. This is where the villains will deploy. Villains have full colored art. And the reason we do this is because every scenario will scale their stats based off of what's called for that particular encounter, that scenario. If you do one-offs, they're called adventures. It's where you'll fight, let's say you fight this guy, this crazy guy here called the Icon. Let's say you fight this guy. There's going to be rules set. You can do it 1 or 2 players. You satisfy the win conditions, and then it's over. But you put the game back in the box, you're done. But if you wanted to play solo legacy, 1 player can play storybooks, and each of the Runelords will have a 4 storybook campaign that addresses the characters by name, addresses the characters directly so that it feels more immersive. And then once you're done with that 4th and final book in that campaign, you're done. That Runelord's finished. You can just play another storyline, and that's really how it plays. But Legacy, you keep what you earn, and then you slowly level up as the books unfold. Decisions you make in the first book affect book 3, and so on. So, yeah, and that's the different versions. We have 1 to 4 players, single, co-op, head-to-head. There's a battle compendium that has all sorts of different play modes for skirmish. So you have like capture the flag type games, region control type games. You have just straight up 1v1v1v1, so free for all. And then the last little bit, we have a game mode called The Sum of All Men, which is based off of the lore of the books. And that's where 1 player gets a Runelord maxed out, no one else gets a Runelord, 3 people try to kill the 1 Runelord. So there's all sorts of fun you can have with this game, and what we're hoping for is that when the game hits the market, the community will start to make new game modes, and we will provide as many actual map components as we can for players to be able to have fun, print and play, and then share those game modes with the community. So that's the gist. That's the Runelord board game.
Thank you. Thank you
so much. Thank you.